There is a kind of fatigue that sleep doesn't fix. It's not the kind you shake off with a cup of coffee or a quiet weekend. It's deeper than that. It lives in the bones, in the mind, in the constant awareness that someone always needs you. This is the fatigue many working mothers in America carry every single day. Imagine waking up before the sun, not because you're well rested, but because it's the only quiet moment you'll get. Before emails, before breakfast, before signing school forms, among other responsibilities. Your day hasn't started yet, but you're already behind. Working mothers are often expected to perform 2 full-time jobs simultaneously. At work, they are professionals, focused, productive, dependable. At home, they are caregivers, planners, emotional anchors, and unlike most jobs, parenting doesn't have breaks, sick days, or a clear end time. What makes this exhaustion so unique is that it's invisible. There's no time card for the mental load, no recognition for remembering doctor's appointments, tracking school deadlines, planning meals, buying birthday gifts, or noticing when something feels off with your child. It's a constant background process running in the mind, even during meetings, during commutes, and in the middle of the night. And then there is the guilt, the quiet, persistent feeling that no matter what you do, it's not enough. If you focus on your career, you worry you're missing moments at home. If you prioritize your kids, you worry you're falling behind at work. It's a no-win situation, and that drains emotional energy as much as physical energy. In the United States, this pressure is amplified by a culture that glorifies business and self-sacrifice. Productivity is praised, hustle is admired. But for working mothers, that hustle often means stretching themselves far beyond sustainable limits. Many don't have access to affordable childcare. Even when they do, it can feel like a logistical puzzle. Drop-offs, pickups, backup plans when a child gets sick. And when something inevitably goes wrong, it's usually the mother who adjusts her schedule, takes time off, or carries the stress of figuring it out. Sleep deprivation is another layer of this fatigue. It's not just for mothers of newborns. It can continue for years. Late night homework, early morning routines, worrying about finances, worrying about health, worrying about everything. Even when there's an opportunity to rest, the mind doesn't always follow. There's also the emotional labor. Children don't just need food and supervision. They need patience, attention, and reassurance. They need someone to listen to their stories, comfort their fears, celebrate their wins, and guide them through challenges. That emotional presence takes energy, especially after a full day at work. And yet, despite all of this, many working mothers feel pressure to make it look easy. Social media shows curated moments of balance, clean homes, happy kids, successful careers. What it doesn't show you is the exhaustion behind the scenes, the late nights catching up on work, the moments of overwhelm, the quiet tears in the car before walking to the house. Support systems can make a difference, but they are not always available. Some mothers have partners who share responsibilities equally. Others carry most of the load themselves. Extended family might help, or they might live far away. Community resources exist, but navigating them takes time and energy that many don't have. Workplaces are slowly changing, but not always fast enough. Flexible schedules, remote work options, and parental leave policies can ease some of the burden, but many mothers still face expectations that don't account for the realities of parenting. There's often an unspoken pressure to prove that motherhood hasn't made them less committed or less capable. All of this adds up to a kind of chronic fatigue that's easy to dismiss from the outside because the work gets done. The kids are fed, the deadlines are met, life keeps moving. But underneath that functionality is a level of strength that deserves attention and understanding. It's important to say this clearly. This fatigue is not a personal failure. It's not about poor time management or lack of effort. It's the result of carrying too much for too long with little or no support. Working mothers are not just tired. They are navigating a system that often expects them to do the impossible and to do it well. And yet, they keep going. Not because it's easy, but because it matters. Because their families matter. Because their goals matter. Because they've learned how to push through even when they are running on empty. But pushing through shouldn't be the only option, because being constantly exhausted shouldn't be the standard, and no one should have to earn rest by reaching a breaking point. Thank you for watching, and kindly consider subscribing if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you in the next video.